Yep, we are live. So, February 1st, 2022. Welcome to the first day of the shortest month of the year, which means absolutely nothing. Hi, Dave the Gent. Do I know you? How do I know Dave the Gent? Huh, I have to look you up. Let me look you up real quick. Dave the Gent of the Gentry. Davegent. Dave the Gent. Uh, doesn't look like you have a lot of videos on your channel, Dave. Oh, you're in Andrew who? Do I know Andrew? Andrew. Which Andrew? I'm confused. Anyway, welcome. We run a show here about reselling mostly. There's Anissa. Hi, Anissa. Anissa, do you know Dave the Gent? Sadie's first. Do you know Dave the Gent? Andrew streams. Oh, okay. Yeah. Welcome to the Silverhairstacker Show. Yeah. Are you the guy you're the guy that's in Canada, right? I don't know any gents. 'Cause I got friends in low places. Why is my YouTube side so blurry? Is it coming in blurry for y'all? Oh, you're in the UK. You're not a gent. Well, of course you are. Oh, we got another co-host.
Good
It's
morning.
Tom, the Queen City Picker. And Gloria's black and white. Why are you black and white?
I'm not black and white.
Yeah, you are. It's like watching an old TV show.
Well, I'm old, and I'm feeling it today.
Welcome. Welcome, Tom.
Good morning. Morning, everybody.
So, yeah.
Morning, everybody. Oh, I am black and white.
Oh, there you go. Now your color.
Oh, I am black and white. Hey.
There you go. Now your
Okay. I had to get my pad. I'm using my pad for a camera, and I'm using my phone to see the chat.
color. Okay. I'm not that talented. Mike is listing and shipping. You got a bunch going out today?
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Carol. Good morning,
Still
Dave.
sleeping. How can
Good
you be
morning, Mr.
watching a
Sadie.
show but yet still asleep, Carol? That's just not.
So what's going on, Todrick?
Oh, well, some of the news today was January just finished the worst month in the stock market since March of 2020. That was the COVID month when it just
Right.
crashed. So it was a bad January. Although the stock market was up yesterday, it still had the worst month, which makes me unhappy because I have millions and millions invested in stocks. So
Yeah. I figured you do.
yeah,
I think the stock market is Ponzi scheme myself, but that's all right.
one of Harlan's brothers passed away. Oh, that's sad. They couldn't have been very old because Harlan's just like barely 50, isn't he? Is Harlan even 50?
Is that Scott's sidekick?
Yeah, Harlan. What's his last name? I should know
Hey
it.
Nick, I don't know. I don't. Cause God, is Scott even out of hit? Scott's got to be just barely 50.
It must have been an accident because, yeah, Harlan Tyree.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, if you're otherwise healthy, you don't just kick off.
Yeah.
Wow, 44. Heart attack at 44? I mean, it's not impossible, but
Well, it happens. When I was, see, Eric was a year younger than me, so I'd have been about 45. He'd have been about 44. He came in from work, sat down in his chair. His wife asked him what was wrong. He says, "I'm just tired today." And she went and got him a glass of iced tea. And when she came back, he was sitting in his chair dead.
good grief. Hi,
And
Cyber.
it just happens.
Golly, can't stop long. Some of us work for a living. Yeah, I don't.
Todd starts needing some money. He just goes out there and turns that oil well on in his backyard.
Uh-huh. Then I take all that oil money and lose it in the stock market.
That's right. Or you spend it on your wife taking her places.
That's right. Oh, so you
You
weren't on yesterday. On Friday, I sold 7 amplifiers to the same guy, and they
you
all
talking
weigh
about like
32 pounds, so they're hard to
you talking about
pack.
like guitar amplifiers?
Um, well, sound system amplifiers.
Okay.
You could plug a guitar into them, but
Well, I didn't know whether you was
anyway,
talking about that or a
I had 7 of them for sale from that electronics auction I bought from,
right.
and one guy bought all 7, so I'm like, they're 32 pounds a piece. I can't even put 2 together in the same box because then I wouldn't be able to lift it.
Where are you shipping them to?
And they're going to North Carolina. You didn't buy them, did you?
No.
Okay. Anyway, um, so I, yesterday I just packed I packed 1 or 2 on the weekend, and then yesterday I packed 3. I still got 3 left to ship.
Well, why don't you just throw them in the back of the boss lady's car and y'all head for North Carolina for a couple of days?
Well, we would. We're coming to Orlando in April.
You going to Disney?
Uh, yeah, she'll probably drag me there. She wanted to see Harry Potter World.
She wants to go to Universal.
Um, yeah, I sent Cyber some Texas pecans. That was back. I haven't. That tree hasn't produced any pecans in like 6 years now.
Have you fertilized them?
No, but I didn't fertilize the year that they made so many. Oh, there's Sally. I wonder how long she's been sitting there. Hi, Sally.
Maybe
Have you been waiting long?
just a minute.
So, anyway, yeah, if the tree makes this year, I'll sure send you some more pecans, Saber. So,
Uh, Back to the Orlando thing. When you figure out when you're going to go, private message me the dates. Maybe we can come down for one day and meet up and have some lunch or something. It's only 8 hours from me.
it's 8 hours from your place to
Yeah, it's about
Orlando.
8.5 hours, eight and a half hours to us. I mean to you. Um,
That's just
or
like a
to
little.
Orlando, not to you.
That's like a little short drive in Texas.
Yeah, a good friend of mine from high school, they lived in Dallas, and they would leave Charlotte, and they would drive all the way to Dallas. Lorraine would sleep a while. Fant would drive. Then she would drive for a little while, and he would sleep. I was like, man, that's a hard way to go. And he's like, why don't you fly? And he's like, have you ever seen the luggage Lorraine has when she travels? Which they never traveled when they were going to have to deal with ice or anything like that. But now they live in Indiana, Minnesota, someplace up there.
Yeah, we were in the airport coming home from the cruise. I forget. I think it was Spirit Airlines, and they had a smaller limit on the amount that your luggage could weigh before they would check your bag. It was Southwest, they'll give you 50 pounds, but Spirit will only do 40 pounds, and then they charge you a whole bunch of money to go overweight.
What the hell
But
did y'all take? Which y'all were gone, what, 7 days?
yeah, something like that, maybe 9 days.
So y'all
Anyway,
had 100 pounds of luggage between the two of you?
my bags, let's see, there's no weight limit on your carry-on, so we were
Right.
we were pulling blue jeans and hair dryers and stuff out of her suitcase and cramming it into my carry-on and a little bit into my bag. We made it. We got our bag down to 40 pounds.
Well,
When
good.
we put it on the scale, it weighed exactly 40. But yeah, I'm getting pretty familiar with luggage weight limits.
Yeah.
What have you been up
Sally, you
to,
told
Sally?
them.
Uh, I'm sorry. I'm not real here today.
Y'all stay.
I
You, you staying warm?
I had to. Yeah, I'm cold right now, but I had to put Fuzzy down yesterday.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just really hard.
Yep, it is.
I'm okay, but he needed to walk that rainbow bridge.
Right.
Yeah, it was hurting real bad. So he definitely. I'm awake, Cyber. I've been awake since 10 o'clock last night. I had to work last night. But yeah, just you know, it's like losing my brother.
Mm.
That's what it's. I mean, that's what I imagine it to be. You know, because
Now, who died? What died? Your cat?
no,
Oh,
Fuzzy, my dog.
oh, Fuzzy died.
Yeah. So
Oh, sorry about that.
yeah,
Fuzzy was getting on up there though, wasn't he? About 15 years old.
yeah, he was 14. So you know, he lived a long life and everything, but at the same time, it was kind of a hard decision to make because yeah, he had a cancer on his leg, and still he would get up, he would eat, drink, he'd go outside and go to the bathroom, by himself and all of that, do everything by himself, and he that thing on his leg, it popped,
Oh,
and it just got real gross, and I know he was in pain with that, and so it was just really hard to make that decision because it's like on one hand, should we just get that treated and be done with it, and maybe he can live a little bit longer. I just felt like he was in pain with other things too, like
Yeah.
his arthritis and stuff, and whatnot, but
You still you had two
Yep,
Chihuahuas. Do you still have the other one?
yeah.
Do you still have the other Chihuahua?
Yeah, I got I got two chihuahuas. I got Prancer and Toby, and
Oh, you had three Chihuahuas.
yeah, I no Fuzzy was a Cavachoo. What they called a Cavachoo, a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
Well, I meant you had three dogs.
Yeah, mixed with Shih Tzu, and and yeah, I mean we've had him since he was 4 months old,
Mm.
so it's kind of like losing. I had I had the relationship of a brother sister relationship with that dog.
right.
I'm not kidding you. I would pick on him, and he'd pick on me right back. And he was a good dog. He was super smart. Like if you had treats, you could teach that dog anything up until he was about 6 years old. You could teach him anything. At one point he knew how to sit pretty. He would stand on his hind legs for a treat. He'd go in circles standing on his hind legs. He would um he you'd do bang bang and he would fall over on the floor and play dead. Um like really anything with that dog. I taught him to say mama. I mean everything. He did everything. And finally it was like, and of course like fetch and all that. He would do all that. So he was super smart, and you could teach him anything. These chihuahuas are dumb as freaking rocks.
We I had to take Cole, our kitten, to the vet for his checkup yesterday, and um, this while he was in the back being checked by the doctor. This guy came out of one of the rooms, and he had two Shih Tzus,
Hmm.
and he was checking out, and then a guy came out with a lab puppy, and the Shih Tzus went crazy. And their owner, their dad, said enough, and those two Shih Tzus sat down on the floor and was perfectly still and quiet.
Oh wow.
And I said, "Boy, that is good." He said, "We've trained them since um, they were puppies. That when we say enough, that means for him to sit down and be quiet. He said his brother, he said his brother-in-law has 2 sons, and he keeps threatening to send them over to live with them for a while to see if he can get them to do that.
train them to sit still and be quiet.
Yeah, they're like, I think he said they were like 10 and 12, but he's like, I was just amazed when he said enough, and those two Shih Tzus sat down.
Cyber said he went to a Shih Tzu once, and he's never been back since.
I bet that zoo was a popular place.
Popular.
Yeah.
Mr. Sadie, I guess you're commenting about when Cole hit I've got a stand that I've got my tablet on, and it moves around. And I guess that's what you saw was when Cole hit him. He was trying to get away from me. But it looked like we had an earthquake.
Me and this cat's hearing all kinds of noises today because the wind's gusting like 30 or 40 miles per hour right now.
Well, so far we're not calling for snow this weekend. We had snow 3 weekends in a row.
Yeah, I heard. I heard all about it. That you need to move back to Kansas because everybody in North Carolina is like, damn that Valerie, she had to move here and
That's right.
snow started coming.
That's right.
Hi, Nikki.
But you know, our snow, which she told you, let's see, 3 weeks ago when we got snow, we got quite a bit for us. Hey, Nikki. And it went away really. I mean, by Monday it was gone. I mean, totally gone. Then the next weekend it snowed on a Friday night, and by Sunday it was gone, totally gone. And then this last one was just enough to make everything white, and it was gone the next day. And, people. I know you people up there with 10 feet of snow all year round. You like,
yeah.
I don't even put my shoes on.
We're supposed to get up to 38 today.
38 inches?
Dang.
No. 38 degrees. It's going to be summer. Except if the wind keeps picking up, we're not going to have any warmth. We'll have it'll just be still really super cold.
Right.
So, Cyber, you have 30-mile-per-hour wind, huh? Okay.
Yeah, blowing out his ass, maybe.
Yeah. As in farts. He's full of it this morning. He must have sold a piece of silver or something. He must be in a good mood.
Man, Mr. Sadie's supposed to get 3 to 12. What the heck?
Yeah, we're supposed to get snow on Thursday.
Ew.
I know.
Gosh.
We're supposed to be 33 degrees today.
Nikki be laying out in the backyard naked today, get some sun.
Yeah,
it'll be nice today.
Like, I'm pulling the shorts out today.
Yeah.
At 33, I'm putting on my second coat.
Well, it's funny because like before January, when things get down, when temperatures are down like at 20 or 30 degrees, we're like, oh my God, it's so cold. But then after the horribly below zero temperatures of January, now we're starting to be like, ooh, 20 degrees, woohoo,
Yeah, woohoo.
It's gonna be warm out. Because in January, we're used to wind chills of 40, 50 below.
Be good at 20.
And for all you people that's below zero.
Well, I know I told the story before. My family went up to Maine. My dad was going fishing. And while they were out fishing, I just putzed around town, went and got some gas, and met up with a couple of teenagers my age, and we went over to the beach, and people were stacked out there like firewood on the beach, just sweating like all get out. It was around the 1st of June, and I had on jeans, a shirt, and then on top of it, I had a wool band sweater on because it was cold to me. But they were out there just sweating like dogs, stacked out there.
Oh man, I wish I could just lay on a warm beach right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dream. It's a freaking dream is what it is.
I'm sure that Valerie thought she was going to be putting up her winter wear for good. Dang it.
Yeah,
We've had more snow this year than we have in about 3 years, I guess.
Her son-in-law had to come and bring her a big propane heater for her little warehouse thing.
Yeah.
Because it was so cold in there. You know, even on days.
It's been cold a few times, but we never had any snow to go with it.
Well, you guys got your snow for a couple of years, I think, compared to
last February.
What was it, 2020? You had that one? Or was it 2021?
It was just a year ago. Yeah, it was like 8-9 days of, like 25 degrees or below, and that just doesn't happen in Texas.
I've only been in below zero.
The power plants.
That was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah. All the power plants that use natural gas, they were all shut down because they couldn't get the pumps to work in that weather.
Wow.
So,
yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. We had a power outage for about 6 hours one night.
Yeah, I remember.
But people like Beth, they were without power for like three days. My brother in Abilene, Texas, was out of power for like 4 days. So it wasn't just the cold. I mean, we can survive the cold, but then it was cold, plus you had zero power.
Well, I can deal with the cold. I can deal with the hot. But like when Hugo came through and it knocked the power out, and we lost power for a week. There was some people lost power for 3 weeks. That's what I don't like, is not having the power.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Well, just the other day, there was an accident with one of the companies that was working on a natural gas line in Duluth. So I guess they lost a lot of natural gas or whatever. So they asked everybody in one neighborhood of Duluth. Of course, it was the richer neighborhood, so they were all whining. They asked all the people in these two neighborhoods to turn their heat down to 62 to save on gas for the time being, I suppose, because they needed more to build up or whatever, and to get the supply to build up or whatever. Anyway, people were on Facebook just complaining and oh my God, I can't believe you're making us turn our heat down. And I mean, it was asking them to turn it down to 62, and it's like for a few hours. I mean, it wasn't that long. It was just during the day. Most people are gone to work or whatever. They're not even at their house. During the day.
Yeah.
And it's like, really, people? And they're like, we should get a credit and da 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 da. I mean, you thought they took their goddamn birthdays away. It's like it was an accident, people.
People.
I don't know. I think I'd be bitching if I was where you're at, Nikki.
Well, I mean, yeah, 62 is not
You're like,
very warm. I
we
mean,
already,
and of
we
course
already got it up to 70.
it happened on one of the below zero days, so it was kind of cold outside. But I mean, 62 in your house, if you got a decent, it was in the richer part of the Duluth, so all them people have good insulation and stuff. They were gonna be fine.
I don't know. 62 is freaking cold to me. Like, it's supposed to be 70 in here right now.
Yeah.
It's freezing. I am freezing right now.
So you had to put some clothes on before you came on camera.
Hmm.
It's 70 degrees. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
We're all spoiled.
But like you
Yeah.
get, drafts. Like the back door, I have plastic over it. It needs to be redone because it's getting kind of ratty, but I have plastic over it and it stays open almost all year long. Unless it's like really, really bad. I probably should close it today. But I don't want to freak the I'm so afraid that the Chihuahuas are gonna like think that I'm abusing them or something, or think that I I don't know.
That just dumbfounds me
You
that you have
probably
your door
seen me
open all
leave
year
with
long.
Fuzzy yesterday and didn't bring him back. Was like, oh well, we better not piss Mom off. you know,
That
they're
just dumbfounds me.
probably
That
thinking
just
I think
dumbfounds me how
Fuzzy
you keep your
better.
door open all year long.
I do.
Aren't you worried about getting critter? Well, you did have critters that time, but aren't you worried that something else is gonna come in?
They
A snake or something? Or
no, they. I mean, I don't like. We don't have anything. Like I've never had anything come in. Knock on wood. I've never had like squirrels or anything like that come in.
oh, you had a chipmunk a couple years ago.
The chipmunk came in the freaking front door. He did.
Did he
And
bring
I
Mr. Sadie,
caught
are
flowers
him.
you
and candy?
serious?
I caught him and I haven't had a chipmunk since.
That you know of.
Well,
Yeah.
they're stupid. They let you see them. So I don't have any chipmunks.
Mr.
Haven't you ever
Sadie
watched
says that.
Cinderella? Haven't you ever watched Cinderella? Chipmunks are our friends.
But I don't know. Like
Yeah.
with the wind whipping and stuff today, I think I should probably close the door because it's just very drafty and it's just staying cold in here right now. Oh, plus I have the
Yeah.
eBay room door open and it the windows in there aren't too good. I I think the windows everywhere else are pretty much newer, but those windows I think are older and it stays very drafty in that room. And I don't think it's insulated right either. But and so I usually keep that door closed whenever um I'm in there, but I'm not in there. But my cat likes to go in there. So
Sadie.
I'm telling you.
Oh, Sally don't have any animals compared to my brother and his wife.
Mr. Sadie, that's funny.
Mr. Sadie, do you really keep your thermostat at 72?
I said
Yeah.
I said 70.
If you do,
Ah,
you're acting older. You're acting older than Todd and I am, because mine stays on 68 all the time.
Yeah,
By
it's
the way,
that you're
Really?
in North Carolina.
yeah. In January, our thermostat don't usually go below 75.
well, you know what?
I
You
feel
need to
like
get some. You need to start punching some holes in the wall and get with them guys to come out there and spray some insulation in the walls.
I live in an old farmhouse. What do you expect?
That's why I said you need to get somebody to come out there and punch some holes and start filling the walls up with that liquid insulation. Either that or move south. I
Yeah.
hear
Yeah,
Texas is pretty good.
I like Texas. If I move south, it would probably be to Texas. Texas
So
or Oklahoma, but I prefer Texas.
Ooh,
is
26
Gary going?
degrees
Is
right
Gary
now.
going to be traveling to Vegas a lot?
No, they just they have a inspection
It's a heat wave.
for the subsidized housing right now going on. And if they pass the inspection, the boss said they take all the maintenance guys to Vegas.
I want to
Is
go.
Gary a maintenance guy?
Yeah, I guess a couple of years ago they did it. They paid for all the airfare, the hotel, and any shows they go to.
Oh, this is
And they just
like
they just
a vacation. This is
yeah
not
they
like
just
them opening a department down there.
no they just have to pay for their food and gambling.
Oh, I thought they were opening up a division down there.
No, that's in Texas, Corpus Christi, Texas. They opened up down there.
Oh,
And so he said that they just opened it, I don't know, this last year or whatever. And the boss told Gary, he said, if you and your wife want to go down there for a few months in the wintertime, he said, give me a year or two, a couple of years, he said, and we'll probably make it happen for you.
did you say, Gary, we need to start going down there January and February?
Yeah. So we might go to be spending our coldest months down in Corpus Christi. I'll be okay with that.
You know what?
That would
You
be
could buy
nice.
you a nice tag along camper
Yeah.
and set it up down there and
Mhm.
go down there for 2 months.
Yep.
That would be the dream.
Maybe I can go park a camper at Todd's house and pick it up on my way by.
That's right.
Yeah,
I don't know where you're going to put it, but yeah.
yeah.
You
How are
gotta
you
move
about
all the shit out of
parking
your
on top
carport,
of?
Todd. I need to park my RV down there.
How are you about backing a trailer over a death pile?
I was a truck driver. I can back a trailer anywhere.
He's got a lean-to you can park under, but it's got a whole bunch of vacuum cleaners and cats.
You and Gwen can use it during the summertime.
Well, this is a stupid question. Sorry, I'm looking at. I got a message from a potential buyer. Are you able to tell me if these boots are true to size? I usually wear a 6.5, but I'm finding a lot of Western style boots run small. How? I can't try them on for you, lady. I wear an 11. These are women's size 7.
Oh, God.
And
Well,
my
honestly,
wife
I think
is, they wouldn't fit on my wife's feet either. But
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
that's
I'm
that's
trying to
really
be
all you can
tactful.
do is, like, maybe take one of Gwen's shoes and compare it to that. And that's really all you can do.
That's all you can, I don't know. She wears a 6.5 and she thinks Western boots run small. These are 7s. I don't, how am I supposed to answer
you
that?
could measure it and
Uh,
say this is the measurement of it.
yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
Shoes are so hard to. Like they fitted me yesterday for a new pair of shoes yesterday at the doctor because of my toe, and they figure I need a different pair of shoes now because of my toe. I'm like, whatever. But anyways, um, I said I have a hard time ordering shoes that I haven't tried on. I did that this last year. I bought a pair of shoes off of Amazon. I paid $60 for a pair of Fila's. I figured, well, Fila's a good brand. Those were the most uncomfortable shoes I've ever worn in my life besides my Skechers Shape Ups. They were so uncomfortable. I couldn't even stand them.
Wow. My cat has hiccups.
Anyway, and I got a return. I had a return request for some ski boots.
Oh,
He said these
no.
are broken.
I,
He
I
said
would
he said
never.
these are broken. I'm like, I don't know whether I'm
I would
getting
never.
scammed or not.
Hmm.
I never would even buy ski boots without trying them on.
Yeah.
That's just one thing that you know.
Trying them on skis
Yeah,
so they make
because
sure they're clipping right.
after you get them, you need to wear them a while to get them to shape to your feet, the padding on the inside.
How do you know anything about skiing?
Because I used to ski a lot. I used to fly to like Colorado skiing a lot.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, and the first time I flew out there, the group leader said, "Now I'm gonna tell you what. Carry your boots on. Carry your boots on the plane with you, and check everything else.
Yeah.
If your skis get lost, you can rent skis. But if your boots get lost,
You're
you're probably
SOL.
going to be uncomfortable."
Yeah.
And I had some. I mean, I skied a lot. I never skied up north, but
Hmm.
most of my skiing was on ice here in North Carolina.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
even
surprised that you would go somewhere cold.
Mike said to put
That's
a
when I
tape
was
measure
young.
inside the boot.
Yeah, I mean, I can try it, but with like cowboy boots, they have a pointy toe, so your foot doesn't go all the way to the tip of them anyway. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, your toe doesn't go all the way down to the toe of a cowboy boot,
that's true. I don't know.
unless they're like the squared off toes. But these aren't. They've got the pointy toe. So, oh well.
We we have this little town called Lowry's. It's out in the middle of nowhere down in Chester County, and they have a store that they sell boots. They sell cowboy boots, and I'm like $4,000 cowboy boots,
Wow.
and then work boots. And you will see cars if you drive by there. You will see cars with tags from all over the place
Hmm.
because they're headed to the beach, especially during the summer. Because they go to the beach go to Myrtle Beach from, or Hilton Head from out west or up north, and they'll go by Lowry's to get them some boots. They have all that exotic
Yeah, well,
stuff.
if you get custom made and custom fitted boots, they're going to be very expensive.
I've never liked cowboy boots. They've always, I don't know. I just never liked the way they fit. But wear.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
can
like you
wear
should have
some
spurs
brands
on them.
really I can wear some brands really comfortably, and other brands of cowboy boots, they just feel like you're putting your foot into the stocks at a dungeon or something.
Mr. Sadie's making fun of you, Nikki.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, I didn't think there was much skiing going on in North Carolina, so I was like, how do you know about skiing?
Because up
Other than water skiing.
Boone and Blowing Rock is up in the top of the mountains, and so they make snow. And so we have Ski Beach and Sugar Mountain. They're big ski resorts.
But there's fake snow.
They make
Yeah.
snow. Yeah. Soon as it gets cold enough or the conditions are right, they start laying snow to try to build a base. Now, mind you, they can make snow all Friday night and put down a foot of snow. But by noon the next day, it's nothing but a sheet of ice. There's been so
I
many
bet.
people skiing on it.
I bet. Well, we make snow up here. Believe it or not, we have to make snow to get the season going, And then, like,
Yeah.
when they have snow cross come up, they make a lot of snow to make sure there's enough snow for the snowmobilers.
Beach Mountain is ski slopes, but it used to be where the top part of the mountain used to be where the Land of Oz used to be. The amusement park, if you've ever heard of it. If not, Google it or YouTube it. Um, it was an amusement park. I don't really call it an amusement park. It was more like a theme park without the rides. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
you took the chairlifts to the top, and then you went into Dorothy's house on one side, looked normal. You went out the back door, and it was all crumpled because you're in Oz now. And they had yellow brick roads you followed around, and it was pretty cool.
What was that place called?
Land of Oz.
Oh, Land of Oz.
Yeah. But anyway, that's at the top of the mountain. And once a year or twice a year, they have tours up there where they take you down through there, what's left of it. Yeah, that's the reason if you want to do some good skiing, you had to go out west. Where did we go to? Keystone. That's where we went to.
Yeah, because then it's warm and you got snow, right?
Yeah.
I've been to
What was so funny
Keystone.
was the first time I went to Keystone. Out skiing, and we skied for a week. I skied for a week with a group of people. I bought this really nice wool sweater that was imprinted with Keystone on it. And then I get home, and our secretary says, "Tom, when did you start going to rehab?" And I'm like, "What?" She says, "Yeah, Keystone
Rehab.
is a rehab here for drug and alcohol addiction." I said, "No."
Well, now you would fit in because up here, Keystone is an assisted living place.
Okay, I just can't get away from it.
All I know about Keystone is a beer.
Yeah. Isn't that a popular popular TV show too, or a cable show?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Keystone?
yeah, I
What's the
think
name of
so.
that show that's real popular? It's a cowboy thing where they talk about
Oh,
taking you.
Yellowstone?
Yellowstone. Okay, I'm sorry.
I was
Oh
like,
my God, I
Keystone.
love Yellowstone.
hold on, what are we talking about now?
Oh, I love Yellowstone. Oh my God, that Rip. Oh God, I could take him home.
Yeah.
Boy.
You know that
Think he's such a smart.
that famous TV show called Keystone, where
Well,
they have cowboys in the Keystone state of Pennsylvania.
there was honestly there was a movie or a show called Keystone. I'm pretty sure. That's what I thought he was
That's
talking about. And then he said cowboys. I was like, oh wait a minute, he's talking about Yellowstone.
he's talking
Well, the
about
Yeah.
only thing I can
Yellowstone.
tell you about is they talk about taking you to the train station, but they're actually taking you to the
Mm-hmm.
mountainside to
Hey,
shoot you or something.
don't tell anybody about it. Take you to the train station. Rip's gonna take you to the train station.
Hey there,
Bum
Um,
crack picker.
Rip can take me anywhere he wants.
how you doing,
Oh,
Governor?
yeah, no doubt. He's still pretty good looking for even an old cowboy.
Who?
Costner.
Oh yeah, Kevin Costner. He's improved with age. He's not bad looking, boy. He's got another movie coming up, Horizon or something. He's going to be doing a big project, I guess.
I
I
tell
don't know
you
if he's
what,
directing it or if he's acting in it. I don't know.
Todd, if we were to sit here and talk about women like these women talk about men, we would be kicked off of YouTube.
I know.
Hi, Bumcrack. Mr. Sadie said it's a show about old people skiing Keystone.
I wasn't always old like the rest of you.
Yeah, I I would be one of those old people because I've been skiing at Keystone. Yeah, I skied several places in Colorado: Vail, Keystone, Copper
I never was
Mountain.
a skier. I
Apparently,
I
it was
barely
kind of
once.
I
the
barely
resort.
made it off the bunny hill. I was an ice skater though.
Anyway,
The
on those
I
ski
don't know
boots,
whether
I
the
just
people that have that run the tour group out there, whether they own the condos we always stay in or what, but they said it was cheaper to go to Keystone than it was to the other places.
Mm.
And
I
it's nice. I
know.
mean, we skied all week. If you skied from the top of Keystone Mountain or whatever it's called down to the base of it about 4 or 5 times, you've had a pretty good day, especially with the lack of oxygen out there.
Those ski boots, I just went ahead and refunded them because they weigh so much. I didn't want to pay to send them back.
Yeah.
And it could have been a scam. He could have shown his old pair in the picture he sent. But
Yeah.
Right.
Who knows?
What was broke on them, Todd?
something about the inside, uh, where the plastic where the buckle is
Right.
had
Hmm.
had broken. I don't remember seeing that when I sent them out, but whatever.
Sometimes we overlook things too, so who knows?
Yeah. And I bought those boots. I bought two pair of ski boots, one men's and one women's pairs,
Mm.
for like $20 at the auction.
Mm.
So if the women's pairs sells, then I'll still at least break even.
Mm.
But
Well, sometimes it's just the cost of doing business.
Yeah.
yeah, I've had some pretty good sales lately. So
Yeah.
here's a refund. Uh, I hate to ruin somebody's vacation though. And they get the boots you're selling in, so they can take a ski vacation and then they arrive broken. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that FedEx could break them. Ski boots are tough.
Hmm.
So unless the plastic was just old and brittle,
Yeah.
or if I just didn't notice the break, I don't know.
Well, can you do a claim on it,
Oh, I don't know.
or is it too much of a pain? Honestly, all the years that I've sold on eBay, I think I've only done like one claim, and that was because it was a couple $100 item.
Yeah, I've done several.
I have done several too.
It's a
You know
pain
what?
because you have to put in your information and the buyer's information and the value of the item and what the item was. It's more hoops than I want to jump through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was fine until they started asking me to take the thing to the post office. I'm
Mm.
like, I ain't doing all that. I got a freaking life, okay?
Well, they never
You
asked
know.
me to
I'm
do
with you
that.
on that too, Sally. You know how when I've only had one thing that I could have filed a claim on it. I had $5 into it. I refunded their money, and I just by the time you do all the crap, I've already spent $5 just going to the post office and standing in line
Yeah.
to deal
I
with it.
I have made several claims, both with FedEx and with the United States Postal Service, and they've all paid out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm probably just too lazy to make a claim.
I've never had to with FedEx because I've only shipped a couple of items FedEx,
Yeah,
mostly the bigger stuff.
sometimes it's just not worth it. Sometimes it's just not worth it. We buy this
Right.
lot from the auction or whatever, and we've made plenty of money on it. Do we
Yeah.
really need to spend that much time doing a stupid claim? I mean, we've already made our money back and then some,
Yeah.
you know. And how often does it happen? I mean, if it happens a lot, then I guess you would, but if you pack stuff right, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Well, that
It's not
one
a big issue.
trophy that I sold to somebody in Canada, that Yu-Gi-Oh trophy, and
Yeah.
the one
Wow, Liz.
I sold it for
Oh,
700,
nice.
and the corner of, because it was like a plexiglass cover, and the corner of that cracked.
Huh.
And so I put in a claim for it, and because well, I didn't even put in a claim for it. It was paid by eBay because it was global shipping. That's what it was. But I've had to do other claims, because of stupid crap, like, them just seem like not paying attention to what they're doing, or just being very careless with the packages. And I wrap my stuff up good, I'm praying for this freaking snow globe that I just sent out today, because I wrapped that sucker in bubble wrap like 3-4 times, and it's a big bubble 3-4 times this way, 3-4 times this way. I had to put it in a freaking big box,
Yeah.
just to make sure that it gets there good. But it's scary.
I'd have double boxed it. Liz, that happened to me probably about 6 years ago. I had it was a dish that I sent out somewhere. I don't remember even. It was so long ago. To some other country, and yeah, they wouldn't go to the postal and get it, and so eBay gave them their money, and it was like $100 item. Gave them their money, gave me my money, and then the postal service sent it back to me. So I resold it again for like $125 or something that time.
Wow.
So I double dipped on that one item. That was nice.
Yeah.
I just got a text message. It says, "Hi, Thomas." She says, "Hi, it's Sarah. Can you talk, Thomas? If you'd rather not, reply quit."
Did
You
she
better
send
quit
pictures?
that, Thomas.
There's not even any. There's not any pictures. There's
Oh,
not even an icon. I'm gonna say no, but look here.
You ain't
Text
getting
this
that
man
eye
right.
candy for free.
Text
don't,
Mr. Sadie.
don't they usually send cleavage pictures saying
See,
I'm a
that's just about
I'm a
with
lonely
face.
girl from Russia or somewhere? Yeah.
This is Sarah's probably a 38-year-old fat guy. It's just
Yeah.
trying to get some money. Um, I keep getting these friend
Wow.
requests from these girls from all over the place, and they got 40 miles of cleavage. You fall into that sucker, and it takes you
Yeah.
2 weeks to climb out.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, thank you.
I get a lot of guys too. It's like, give it up.
What do? They see your picture on Facebook and they
Yeah.
just say this guy Tom, he looks gullible. Let's get him.
They
But you
probably
know,
buy a list of Facebook users,
Hmm.
or
I want. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
they do something like they search. They just Tom. They search Tom or Thomas, and then they just start requesting friendships from all the Thomases,
Yeah.
or Scotts, or Todds, or you know.
I wonder if because I watch that 90 Day Fiance sometimes, and I see that a lot on there. These people that are like, "Oh, I met him on Facebook," and it's like I think about all these guys that message me, and it's like I wonder if that's how they ended up with that person. Was it was somebody that just randomly messaged them and they just started talking to them? It's like stupid. I don't know why they took me for a ride.
Did you see what Liz said? She said that she had a package come back yesterday that shipped to Brazil on 2/16/21.
We already
Yeah,
discussed that, Sally.
Almost
we
a
already
year.
talked about that, Sally.
Remember,
Oh,
I had a story about it about my package. That was my bowl. That was like $100. Came
yeah.
back. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
that
know
was
that
my.
you were talking about that.
Yeah.
Pay attention, Sally.
Hooray.
So the first day of February.
Yeah.
So
Have
what?
y'all bought your Valentine's Day presents yet?
Yep. Well, I bought it for my little great nieces and nephews, but I haven't bought Gary anything yet.
Sadie said they must have found an old skiing photo online, Tom.
You just, Mr. Sadie, why aren't you at work? Isn't it
He's
about going on
he's
9
got one of
o'clock?
those good jobs. He can work anytime he wants or
It's
not.
all
Does
Ooh.
it's all those girls from rehab. So
Uh,
I'm glad y'all just love you're picking
that
on
was
me.
that was that was funny right there, Nikki.
Hi, Sandy. Me and
That's
Mr.
all right.
Sadie make a good team at Trash and Tom.
Yeah, Sandy.
He is at work. What, you got the doors? You got the office door shut so nobody can see your computer screen?
Uh,
I just sold a bottle of um, old perfume from Avon for $10.
mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, Avon perfume doesn't make a lot of money, but I mean it
No.
sells.
You
Might
know,
as
I
well
think,
sell it.
too bad it was so massively produced because Avon really had some cool stuff. Too bad it's not worth more money because I mean I go to auctions that have that stuff and it really is some cool stuff. I mean I bought it just because it's just so cool looking. But
yeah.
they really had some neat stuff. I mean I even found a steam engine one time bottle, and I bought it for my dad. It's they've got some really cool stuff.
Yeah. But you can go
That's
to
what I
like
do
almost
too,
any
man.
estate sale, and the estate sale people have like $5 for each of those collector bottles, that is old
Mhm.
Avon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when you say I'll give you $20 for all 100 of them,
No,
they act like you just peed in their cornflakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, no, that like you said, Nikki, they just mass produce so much of it,
Yeah.
and they made so many different
Yeah.
varieties.
But it was just such I mean, I love the stuff. I think it's just so cool the stuff that they made. I mean,
Yeah,
if you stop and think about how long ago it was and you know, the years that it was I don't know how to say it. Like I can't believe it was that advanced back in that day to make that beautiful stuff. You know what I mean? They had some really cool stuff.
yeah.
Hmm.
My mom's got a Cinderella shoe
Mm.
and a Volkswagen Beetle decanter. The perfume came in, and I
Hmm.
think the bug still has the perfume in it.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, that sounds amazing.
and she's had those things since, gosh, I was 8 or 9 years old. And I'm going 35 on 35, so it's getting on out there.
35 out of 100, somewhere around there.
Are y'all old enough to remember Avon commercials on TV?
Yeah,
No.
It's like, ding dong, Avon calling.
I remember when the Avon lady came
Barely.
by
Yeah.
my
And
mom to see my mom at least once a week.
yeah, Avon would sell door to door.
Yeah, and they did it. Now, see, my dad always used to say, which my dad never complained about my mom spending money for herself for stuff like that because she didn't. But he would say it was just a reason because back when I was a kid in the area that we lived in, everybody was stay at home moms,
Hi,
Hmm.
and
Sandy.
so my dad said it's just a way to go around and have coffee and gossip. If you needed to know something, call the Avon lady.
Yeah, well, Mr.
And,
Sadie, if Tom is 35, gaga goo goo.
yeah, no kidding, right? I want to be Mr. Sadie's Valentine. He gives his wife chocolate covered strawberries.
I
Yum.
know.
Yum.
I don't have a husband this year. It's going to be weird. It's going to be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Gary, we don't really. I mean, Gary always buys me something, but I don't know. We really don't get into the whole Valentine's Day thing. Sometimes, like
Yeah.
one time, I remember we went to the seafood buffet on Valentine's Day, and we had to wait like 6 hours to get in. And that was, I told him, I said, I said, this is not going to be romantic at all. I said, it's just going to be Crabapalooza because I was so hungry. We both left work and went up there to the casino. And it's like probably about 20, 30 miles from Duluth to get up there. And we had to wait like, I think it was like 5 hours, honestly. And I was so hungry because I hadn't eaten all day at work and I was so hungry. And I was like, it was just going to be crab because they had these wonderful crab legs up there. I was like, it's just going to be Crabapalooza. There's going to be crab juice and butter slathering down my face. It's not going to be pretty.
I don't know, the butter.
Well, Valentine's Day is also our anniversary, so
Oh,
it makes it horrible,
oh.
and I'll probably never like Valentine's Day ever again.
See, that's the reason you never ever tie something like that to a major holiday.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, when I was in high school, his mom passed away on Christmas Day, and he never celebrated Christmas until he
Yeah.
got married. After that day, he never. So that must have been 10 years he didn't celebrate Christmas.
Huh.
Yeah,
That was
I
only.
can believe that. I mean, just like Brandon's mom passing away on Christmas, that is going to be a really hard thing for their family to celebrate for years.
Right.
My nephew lost their baby on the baby passed away from SIDS on 4th of July. And I thought, oh God, how horrible. Just every time you see them fireworks go off, you think about your baby. You know what I mean? Just I mean, I'm sure they think about it anyways, but I mean that really, you know, how horrible. But they always celebrate, but they've got other kids, but
Yeah,
but they always, we always have a big barbecue or whatever, or go swimming and have a whole day of it.
right.
But I always think about that. I feel bad for them, but
Your anniversary was on April Fool's, really? I remember Tommy Smothers. Y'all remember the Smothers brothers? Tommy
Yeah.
Smothers.
Hmm.
He would always kid.
Mhm,
What was his brother's name? Dick or something like
Yeah.
that.
mhm.
He would always tease Dick about Dick's wife because they got married on October 31st, which is Halloween.
Mhm.
That would be a weird day to get married, though. You could
Yeah.
have like a really cool wedding,
Have you
though, I
never been to
guess.
a themed Halloween wedding?
I've not.
Mm-mm.
I bet it'd be fun.
They get carried away.
Yeah.
That sounds fun to me. Mary
Oh,
was supposed to have one.
I know a couple that waited 3 years to get married because that's when the Saturday would fall on Halloween,
hmm
and they got married on
my
Halloween,
Was
and it
When
was
is
all
my
that?
themed.
Sweetest Day? That
Do-
that's around Sweetest Day, isn't it? Do you even know what Sweetest Day is?
No,
It's like super huge in Michigan. It's like another Valentine's Day.
uh,
oh,
It's called Sweetest Day.
Gary's niece is getting married in September, and she's having a she's not it's not on a holiday, but she's having a Harry Potter Star Wars wedding.
Oh
And
my
let me
God.
tell you, the stuff that she's the stuff that she's doing, this damn wedding is gonna be a three-ring circus.
No,
Just
see,
so
Oh,
you
God.
know, less is
I'm,
more.
I'm waiting for the. I told Gary, I said, well, maybe I said, this is gonna be a goddamn three-ring circus. I probably should bring my balloons and twist balloons there too.
Oh my god. Everything I hear about those themed weddings, like, it just seems like such freaking chaos. I mean,
yeah,
yeah, I get having fun, but
the cake topper is going to be the bride holding a Harry Potter wand and the groom is holding a lightsaber. And then she's got it so that when when they come in for the reception, all the groomsmen or somebody, I don't know if it's the groomsmen or the whole wedding party or what, they're all going to be holding up lightsabers and they're going to walk through them. And she's got she's got 9 bridesmaids.
oh my god.
And she's got she's got 3 flower girls, which is fine. No ring bearer, but she's got 3 flower girls, which is fine because she wanted all of her nieces in there.
Mm-hmm.
But now she's got some friend who's going to be a goofy flower girl and dance down the aisle, hopping down the aisle, throwing petals all over the place.
Oh my god.
What? And then she wanted to invite everybody, but she wanted to make it so that she wanted to do a seating chart, which I told her, I said, seating charts are stupid. Don't even do that. Let people sit wherever the hell they want.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I said it's all it is a waste of time. And no reason to be stressed out. I mean, people get so stressed out over seating charts. There's no reason for it. But anyways, what she wanted to do was she goes, well, I want to seat everybody because I want to send them special invitations so that they know because it'll be their Harry Potter table and it'll be whatever class or whatever Harry Potter is. I'm not a Harry Potter fan.
That sounds like a better reception thing.
Yeah, for the reception. And she wants to have all the tables a certain theme of these Harry Potter whatever classes or whatever, and then she'd tell people what they have to, what color they'd have to wear to the wedding.
Oh,
I
the
was like,
houses.
you cannot control everything where you tell people that they have to wear a certain thing to the wedding. I said,
yeah.
I could see Pudding saying, hey, this is a Harry Potter, Star Wars themed wedding. If you want to dress accordingly, fine. But
Mhm.
you can't tell people what they got to wear. I'm sorry. I mean, you can put it out there that they can if they want, but you can't tell them they have to.
Right.
Theme weddings like the Harry Potter, Star Wars, Star Trek,
Ugh.
all that kind of stuff are the only reason people have them is so that grown adults can wear their Halloween costumes.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I tell you what's cool though. Have you ever been to a steampunk wedding?
Mm.
You know what steampunk is?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I sell a lot of steampunk stuff.
That is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But they spend a lot of money on it.
Yeah.
And it gives people, once again, the opportunity to wear their steampunk stuff.
Yep. she's got, I mean, everybody, all the groomsmen are wearing, it was so funny because Gary's walking her down the aisle because he's always been like a dad to her.
Mhm.
And she told him that he has to take his Harry Potter quiz. And Gary's like, I ain't taking a Harry, because every groomsman has to take their Harry Potter quiz so they know what color they're going to wear for their suspenders and their bow tie. Everybody's going to have a different color because they're all different, whatever, of the Harry Potter. Hufflepuff and all that.
Yeah, the houses.
Yeah, whatever they are. Well, anyways,
The houses.
Houses, yeah. Well, anyways, Gary's like, I am not taking a Harry Potter quiz.
We'll do it for you, Nikki.
I ain't taking a goddamn Harry Potter quiz either. I said, I'm glad I'm just Auntie. And my daughter's like, yes, but you've always been like a mother to her. I said, I don't care. She ain't telling me what I'm wearing to the wedding. I said,
All right, guys, we're over time. Thanks for coming in. Gotta go.
Lord, it is. Peace,
to
guys. Have a
You
great
got
one.
some more
tomorrow, Tom?
amplifiers. Thanks for
I'm
joining
gonna go out and
in,
shovel
Nikki,
snow
Tom,
now.
Sally.
Are you gonna host tomorrow, Tom?
Oh yes.
Okay, so we'll be on Tom's channel tomorrow. Bye, guys.
The show's gonna be called Keystone.
Everybody find that weird, obscure channel called Queen City Picker, and
We're all gonna show up drunk. Tom's show tomorrow. It's called Keystone.
Bye.
Type
Bye.
in Keystone when you get to that broadcast. All right. Bye.